blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Boise State Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our...
Coming out aggressively. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Herrera. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. It's a running room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because you know kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Good, right down the boulevard. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Hands it off on the counter. Might have a chance. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Looking downfield, it's Herrera. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Got a lot of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Broncos.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it, and he doesn't do it there.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The official says no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to pass. It's Herrera. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Washington State lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Maybe a crease. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Herrera. A little screen to the running back. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Fights off a defender. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fires to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. On the move. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Wolverines, looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab and room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. And the Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Broncos have moved it inside the 20. Looking for a man. It's Herrera. Got his man. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Going to the running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
To the air, it's Herrera. They'll run the screen. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Washington State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Washington State going quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Shoots it to the left. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Washington State has it all working right now. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out.